Afghanistan will someday be on everyone's tourist list as a must, but the tourist of the future will not be able to see some of these things.
You may have come across people telling you how Afghanistan was modern in the past. The thing is, throughout the history of Afghanistan, everything was always centered around 4 big cities and selected tribal leaders. So there is no surprise that regimes and governments fell with bloody coups. Invasion and then civil war followed.
Afghan rebels officially took over the government of Afghanistan today.
The Taliban took over. The international community showed up when Afghanistan was relevant for a select few developed countries, and left each time when it seemed irrelevant. When I went there was mistrust towards the government, international community, other ethnic and religious groups. In the end, we proved them right. We always forget that we cannot have a peace without having social justice, equity, and peace for all. My first post was in Maymana city, in Faryab province. The ISAF provincial reconstruction team was newly set up. There was no electricity, no water in the city, so I stayed in the camp. The city was a tinderbox. One spark and everything would burn. I was a team leader at that time, but I didn't have a team yet. My priority was reaching out to every community and listening to them. I went to the remotest villages, talked to the forgotten people of the forgotten lands. Even if it took me a week road trip, passing through rivers with no bridges, hiking through mountains and valleys for days. Only when we are able to hear everyone and listen to their needs, understand what they want and include them in our decision making, only then we could work on peace and social cohesion. I put diversity and inclusion in the heart of my teams and the section. I worked with amazing women and men with all different ethnic and religious backgrounds. They were brilliant and brave. I always kept in mind that it was their country, their culture, and we were their guests. We followed their lead. Together we implemented outreach campaigns to promote social cohesion and harmony by integrating the cultural differences, by focusing on shared goals and hopes. We brought people together to reconcile and find a way to move forward. We promoted education for all, but especially for girls. Women were oppressed for so long that it was normalized, so we focused on the empowerment of women. We supported local media and journalists associations. It wasn't always easy, but it was definitely rewarding. Between 2005 and 2011, there was a big development in Afghanistan. Schools, hospitals, roads were built. Child mortality was reduced. Children attendance to school was increased. Women were taking their rightful place in the community. Unfortunately, empires have no friends, only interests. The international community lost interest in Afghanistan once again. Their departure caused chaos and the new rise of the Taliban. For women, it has been a complete disaster. Today, on this Women's Day, Afghan girls are not able to go to school. Afghan women are literally imprisoned in their homes.